Should work. Oh my gosh. Hope it does. Hope it does. Okay. Alright. Is everyone back yet? Is everyone? This had better work. Do you understand me? When I'm done with this, I had better see this. Do you understand me? Otherwise, I'm gonna be very mad at you, and I'm never gonna do this again. Okay. So, welcome to the House of Freaks. This is the House of Freaks. Well, anyway, I would jump up and down and move, but I'm just very high-strung about things. So you will never, ever find me jumping up and down, dancing, or doing anything like that, probably until 2026. Or whenever my progressed Saturn leaves the sign of Virgo, for that matter, and my Jupiter comes out of retrograde, which it is natally, because I have Jupiter in retrograde natally, by progression once it goes direct, and when my progressed Saturn, moves out of Virgo, maybe then I'll really take life by the horns in those types of ways. But until then, I ain't doing it. Okay, so so I'm not gonna do it. That's what I meant. It's not my lexicon. um, anyway, she is going to be arriving tomorrow. So, that's what I'm gonna tell all of you. Just so that you have that on your radar. And it will happen to be after lunch around 1:30 p.m., let's say. There's so many more things I could do with you all because I am out of the grade school period of my life. And that does include and pertain to both elementary, middle school, and high school. If you say grade school, just know that you're referring to all three. Otherwise, nada conveel. That's my response to that. Meaning, nope, just no. It's not how it's gonna be. Alright. I do want to remind you of that. Struggled you with Heather. If you want to know how things are going to affect you specifically and individually, then you can watch her videos and you can get a good general overview. She makes it so that you can see a bunch of her videos because it's just how quick and how smooth and how well and to the point that she presents the information. I'm really impressed with these people who get to the point instead of just go on and on and on and on. And I'm trying to make my videos shorter. So, so instead of doing monthly forecasts, like, Aries monthly forecasts, all this, other signs, she just includes it in with her videos. So you get a good balance between the collective and then the individual things, which is really nice. Not that I do that because it's not my skill. I'm not, just to predict and say, oh, this is going to happen. People are going to feel this way with this transit. We don't know what the future holds. So we can't just predict when the future is unknown. We can prescribe, but we really, can't predict. that's going to happen, what's going to come out of the, you know, astrology. Because it could just end up going just another way, you know. So, yeah, it's not, who I am. It's just not how I do it. I am a little predictive, but quite prescriptive, I will say. Um, so, with that in mind, you can go see her. I was watching a film, a Dorman film the other night, and it amazes me, continues to amaze me, never ceases to amaze me, that Dorman may have a sort of, well, not that, I don't want to assume this, but the way that he presents his films makes it so the world is black and white and oversimplified, which it isn't. It isn't. North Node's in Taurus. The clue that you're following in North Node is if you feel fulfilled, satisfied, like life is going great, for good, to varying degrees. Yeah, I didn't feel too good when I was standing in choir today, and I was singing songs that, I couldn't get into the songs. I didn't like them. I mean, they weren't appropriate for choir. They were fluffy bunny, just totally fluffy bunny, and I did not like it. That is not the North Node in Taurus. The North Node in Taurus isn't fake and fluffy bunny. No. I mean, if you feel happy, if you feel good, and, content, all those feelings are North Node in Taurus, then that's the clue that you're following. You shouldn't feel worse. It shouldn't be that much of a challenge to try to make yourself feel that way. You should, take steps and take action. But in the end, you should feel all this wonderful, Taurus feelings of, gratitude is one of them. Um, peace, stability, self-love, self-worth, all those things. I didn't feel that when I was in there. I felt like it was below me, and I am going to be very embarrassed to go into this concert, which is at this level of upper echelon, lower echelon, when we're singing songs which are absolutely not meant to be sung by a choir, and especially at the level that I'm singing those songs at. At the college level. And, yeah, yeah, just, when you do, for those involved in choir, when you do the Christmas concert, I will have way better and way more appropriate songs. And I was born in 2004, which kind of speaks a little bit of volume, since the last choir teacher I had when I was in high school was born in 1993. And the one that I have now was born in probably the early 1980s. Maybe he has a North Node, a South Node in Aquarius, North Node in Leo, and if he does, well, would that explain that I look at him and I think to myself, you are not living up to your full potential. I am this close to reading my Pam Gregory's book, You Don't Really Believe in Astrology, Do You? Section on You Play Your Astrological Chart Like a Piece of Music. I am so close from reading that out loud in an audio recording and sending the email back. Because there is a section on there where she was using a music teacher teaching a school with low opportunities and all kinds things like that. And so with all the factors come together, mediocre small department rooms and buildings, um, small space, very ungrand auditorium, tight inheritance and negative nodal opposition. And as far as I'm concerned, Namak was born under the North Node in Taurus, not the North Node in Scorpio, and I can't really see a cupboard. The only cupboard that I can see is one of the rooms that I have class in. But, yeah, when I see North Node in Scorpio, I see a cupboard. I see a cupboard door. A tall cupboard. That's what I see. Anyway. Yeah. South Node in Aquarius, North Node in Leo deals with coming out and shining and, being really stepping in your own power and really utilizing that. And so, there is a sense that, they've never said that about anyone, but it just so happens that that's what comes to mind, and that's what I feel, and I feel that for reasons, not just, inaccurate, it has a little substance to it. So, anyway, but I'm certainly not into the music that I'm singing. I'm really not. It's not the traditional Christmas music and carols that you'll be singing. It is Sleigh Ride, I'll Be Home for Christmas, Silver Bells, and Winter Wonderland, and songs like that. Mistletoe. I think that's getting all those. I think that those are all the songs. That's what we're doing, and those are great songs, but not appropriate for choir, not appropriate for upper echelon, or lower echelon, upper echelon choirs. So I certainly will not be giving you that. I certainly won't. And just, I can't get into it. Just no substance, no depth, no, nothing. So, and, if that concert does go on, then it will be filmed, and it probably will be posted somewhere where the whole world can see it, and I can see comments saying, oh wow, they're pretty good, I really like what they're singing, so that's discovered, so it's not hidden away in the depths of the sorting office. A hidden gem that really isn't too much of a hidden gem at all. Too much of a gem at all. So, no. Things like that will be posted. Hopefully, maybe. That might involve some guilt and some feelings of, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. Well, I mean, I don't know what the future will hold. But, anyway. That's what I really have for today. And the other thing is, I do want to remind you, you all need to go through all those subscriptions that I have on my channel one time or another. By the 30th, you all need to go through all those subscriptions and do the same thing that I have done. You're in a file sorting office. Basically, you're not reading through the file and getting most of it and exploring it and engaging with it in that type of way. You're just glancing at it and judging it as a, should I keep it or should I let it go? That's what you're doing. You are getting into the mindset of being particular and judgmental over things, of elimination, of lack of abundance, and lack of purity as well. So that's what all of you will need to do. And I may extend that to so many more people because this is kind of, pinpoint. I mean, you could do this with so many other things, but, you have to get real about the facts, and I have to get real about the facts. It's wonderful for anyone to believe that is comparable to anything else, and it's really super easy for them to say because they probably have not done what I have. And it's not a big deal. It's not bad, but it is, you know, detrimental to interest and curiosity and abundance, which is why I do want you all to do this, so that you can experience this maybe the same ways or similar ways as I'm experiencing this, or different ways. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, well, why should I do this? I don't want to do this. Well, you're going to have to, because that's what I've done, and I deeply regret it. So, by the 30th, you will need to do that. And if none of you have done that by the 30th, or some of you haven't done it, I will hire people to stand in a room with all of you at at a computer lab or in the living quarter, watching you as you do what I'm telling you that you need to do. It will go as far as that. It will go as far as you being forced to do it and you not having an option whether to do it or not. Yeah, that's really how it's going to be. You all need to be at the same or similar state of being or different state of being that I am at. Otherwise, that's where down the line there may be problems, because I may be so engulfed in guilt and negativity while I'm observing you, thinking to myself, I wish I was you. Well, it's my Amenten, and I have the control, and I can make the rules, and this is what all of you are going to do. Despite if you think it's so wrong, and if you have a good sense of self-awareness and self-discipline, what's, right and wrong, or if you don't think it's a big deal, you're still going to have to do this. And that's what I'm going to say. In addition to a couple of other things as well. Every single thing that I have done that I regret over the year of 2022, all of you will do by the end of 2022. And I mean that as clear as crystal. So I have a list. Let's focus on this for now. And then for the rest of the year, you'll continue to do the same things that I have done that I regret. So that we're all on the same page. This is a guarantee. I am not changing my mind. I'm not stepping down. This is set in stone, and this is how it will be, because I say that this is how it will be. So, fill in the blank. Thank you all for being here. Goodbye. Bye. Everyone, good evening, good night. Salavina, Casavila, Banda, Savannah, Clovis, Casavali, Toplan, Domalin, Kovavanga.
No, I don't think the 5 minutes.